It's a beautiful day of Dev Prabodhani Ekadashi today. It is the day of awakening of the Vishwa Devas. According to Param Pujya Maharishi Ji, the Vishwa Devas are the administrators of the innumerable laws of nature, which govern the entire ever-expanding universe. These natural laws are based on a universal constitution. And where is this constitution of the universe available? In the Indian sacred scripture of the Rig Veda. On this auspicious day, we are inaugurating the online sessions of the very special commentary of Shrimad Bhagvad Gita, a commentary by Param Pujya Shri Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. So again, welcome and swagatam. And I would like to now invite Adarnya Ved Vidya Martand Brahmachari Girish Verma Ji. Brahmachari Girish Ji is the Chancellor of Maharishi Vedic Vidya Vishwa Vidyalaya and Maharishi University of Management and Technology. The Maharishi Vidya Mandir schools are the largest chain of privately owned public schools in Bharat. Over 150 schools covering 15 states in 118 cities all over India with over 100,000 students. Brahmachari Girish Ji has been assigned directly by Maharishi Ji for these very special consciousness, Atma-based educational programs and school. Please join me in welcoming Brahmachari Girish Ji. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev and Jai Maharishi. It's a great joy that on this, one of the most auspicious muhurta of the year, the muhurta of Dev Prabodhani Ekadashi, we are inaugurating and offering to learn chanting of Shrimad Bhagvad Gita and understanding of Bhagavad Gita as per the vision of His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Ji. In the very first sentence of his commentary, Maharishi Ji says, the Vedas are the lighthouse of eternal wisdom, leading man to salvation and inspiring him to supreme accomplishment. In just one sentence, Maharishi Ji has said a lot. The Vedas are lighthouse of eternal wisdom. That means to seek eternal wisdom, we all need to study Vedas. At present time, it is not possible for every one of us to study all Vedas and Vedic literature. Maharishi Ji has mentioned many times that Bhagavad Gita is the pocket edition of Vedas. That means if we could study Bhagavad Gita up to some extent, we may consider that we have studied Vedas. Second point comes that leading man to salvation. We all know, at least in India, it is said that the listening, reading, and even keeping Gita with you always helps getting the salvation, moksha. When a child is born, when different sanskaras are performed, when a person abodes to heaven, Gita is the one chanted on every occasion. And the third point is that inspiration to the supreme accomplishment. What is the supreme accomplishment of life? To have a stress-free life, heavenly life, healthy life, blissful life, integrated life, fulfilled life, and after enjoying material life, worldly life, enjoy the state of salvation, moksha, and free yourself from the bondage of coming and going. Ji has given the essence of this commentary in the very first sentence. We should imagine how much knowledge is there in his commentary, in whole Gita commentary. Maharishi Ji has opened many secrets in his commentary. Those who have read, they know it, including being, self-realization, devotion, dedication, teaching, truth, transcendental consciousness, salvation, and so on. Maharishi Ji says at the end of his preface, may the present commentary of the Bhagavad Gita produce the desired effect in response to the historical necessity of today. Today means we are talking of 1967. Over 55 years Maharishi has been talking. The purpose of this commentary is to restore the fundamental truths of the Bhagavad Gita and thus restore the significance of his teaching. If this teaching is followed, effectiveness in life will be achieved. Men will be fulfilled on all levels, and the historical need of the age will be fulfilled also. So let's not waste time on my speaking, not listening to me. Let's start to hear some shlokas of Gita from Vedic Pandits, and with that we start our divine course of Gita. I want to thank Mother Divine, Dr. Maharishi Ji, Dr. Meena Ji, Professor Bhuvanesh Sharma Ji, and everyone else who is involved in planning and starting this valuable course. I invite every member of Maharishi Global Family to join this course and enjoy the blessings of our beloved Master, His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Ji. Taking the advantage of this day today, when Devatas are awake, fully awake, especially Bhagwan Vishnu is fully awake, and of course everyone in heaven where Devatas reside, and all Devatas in our own consciousness in Parme Vyoman, all fully awake today. I also want to take advantage and announce, like we did on Vijayadashmi, 4th October, it's only 24 days and 4 days, that means 28 days back, and that's the cycle of Vedic calendar, 28 days. I'm very happy to announce the opening of Purusha program in Brahmistan of India. Many of you may be knowing Brahmistan of India, where about 1500 Vedic Pandits are there at present. One Atirudrabhishek going on every day, A number of other yajnas taking place are performed by our Vedic Pandits in afternoon session. We are all almost ready to welcome Purusha from across the world. Website is a little far away, maybe a day or two. Everything will be ready to be informed on the website, which is WP9000, I think .net, but we'll circulate it soon in a day or two. And we plan that in next 15-20 days, I'm already in touch with many of our meditators, siddhas, governors worldwide, and they are ready to jump into aircraft and come. So I just want to inform everyone this program is ready. This will be in village Bijori. Many of you may have visited already and stayed there for a week, 2 weeks, a month. But now you could stay for a short course, just for a test, for a month or for 6 months, or decide to be for 1 year or be lifelong. We'll be there, I'll be there with you time to time to take care of you. And of course, Maharishi Ji is always in Brahmisthan to take care of all of us. So with this, I thank again everyone who is involved in organizing this beautiful course. And with you, I hope I'll be able to join every week. Next course will be just on Sunday, coming in 2 days, and then we'll repeat every Sunday at same time, 7:30 India time, in the evening. So thank you, Jai Gurudev and Jai Maharishi.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you very much, Brahmachari Girish Ji, for this beautiful announcement. We look forward to the website, definitely. And now, I would like to invite Dr. Bhuvnesh Sharma Ji. Dr. Bhuvnesh Ji is an eminent scholar with more than 45 years of experience in Maharishi's total knowledge programs, as promoted within the educational arena. Dr. Sharma Ji has keen interest in promoting the application of the technologies of consciousness as brought to light by His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Dr. Sharma Ji has a Master of Science in Physics and PhD in Maharishi Vedic Science. His academic experience spans training, research, and consultancy assignments in the areas of Maharishi's consciousness-based education, Maharishi Vedic vibration technology, Maharishi Jyotish, transcendental meditation, and the TM-Siddhi programs. And he has been to more than 38 countries to conduct these courses. He had the privilege of directly working under the divine guidance of His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Ji for 33 years. And currently, Dr. Bhuvnesh Ji is working as Vice Chancellor of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Vedic Vishwa Vidyalaya, Madhya Pradesh. So with that beautiful introduction, we welcome Dr. Bhuvnesh Ji Sharma Ji. Please go ahead.
जय गुरुदेव। नारायण समारंभा श्री शुकाचार्य मध्यमाम शंकराचार्य पर्यंताम वंदे गुरु परंपराम। या कुंदिंदु तुषार हार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावता या वीणा वरदंड मंडित करा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्यु शंकर प्रभृतिभिर देवैः सदा वंदिता सामं पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यापा। जय गुरुदेव। First of all, I would like to thank Brahmachari Girish Ji, Honorable Brahmachari Girish Ji, and Dr. Hemlata ji, Meena ji for nice introduction and for organizing all this program. And it is a very auspicious day today that we are enlivening not only the Devatas, but also the basis of Devatas and all the, we can say, knowledge. And actually what happens is that the in Maharishi's knowledge is so complete, so holistic, that we would like to bring, we can say, actually, there are actually layers in the field of creation, and the consciousness is the very basis of the whole creation. So when we talk of Vedic knowledge, it has complete on all the levels, from the, we can say, from the finer than the finest to the bigger than the biggest. Maharishi always mentioned Anuranyan to Mahato Mahiyan. So when we say Vedic knowledge, it is complete at every level. So Vedas, the Vedic knowledge, being holistic, can bring perfection at all the levels of creation. When we say Vedic knowledge, actually Vedas are the impulses of consciousness. And we are very fortunate in India that it is not only the, we can say, the land of the Vedas, from where it is not only the unmanifest pure consciousness, but also that is just like a breathing. We can say, we can compare that the impulses of consciousness is like the breathing. And then it comes to the voice. So we also have the voice of Lord Krishna, Bhagwan Krishna, because he has sung the Bhagavad Gita. So one level is that unmanifest pure consciousness, impulses of the Vedas, and the second level is that the level of speech as well. So first of all, this is the, as Brahmachari ji also mentioned, Maharishi ji always said that Bhagavad Gita is the pocket edition of the Vedas. What we are going to do is, because we have many meditators, non-meditators, and siddhas, governors will be listening. And what we would like to do is, by listening to the recitation of the Bhagavad Gita, what happens is the intellect is nourished, it is purified. So no, on one hand, we are transcending. When we are transcending, obviously we are enjoying the pure consciousness. But then we are, like in Siddhis, we are enlivening the body-mind coordination. So similarly, by listening the recitation, what is happening? That transcendental value is becoming more alive, we can say, at the level of intellect as well. So even though on one hand, in Bhagavad Gita, it says that it is beyond the intellect, it is beyond the intellect. The transcendence, obviously, is beyond the intellect. But what happens with the experience of transcendence and listening to the recitation, the intellect also is purified, so that then the thinking and action is also holistic and purified. So at every level we will be working from the transcendental level, and then we will also be working at the intellectual level. Why we have to listen to Maharishi's commentary? Why we have to read Maharishi's commentary? Because again, what happens is that the knowledge depends on the consciousness. So the interpretation of the same thing with a narrowed consciousness will be incomplete, but with the holistic consciousness, it will be much more complete. So we are very fortunate that Maharishi ji has brought this commentary. I can give many examples that the same sentence in Sanskrit or in Hindi or in English can be interpreted in different ways depending on the consciousness of the interpreter. Like in this transcendental meditation in Bhagavad Gita, there is, in Ramcharitmanas also, there is a sentence where it says that Naam Jih Japi Jagahi Yogi. Yogis, they are awake within themselves by reciting the proper mantra within themselves. But this we know only because of Maharishi's explanation to us. Otherwise, people with normal commentary, literal translation, they were saying that reciting the name from the tongue. But actually it is not like that. Similarly, in Maharishi's commentary, Maharishi has mentioned that if this knowledge is heard, then we will get the we can say the whole, the enlightenment will come to the anyone who hears it. Now, this hearing also can be interpreted in many ways. One can say that if this knowledge is heard, it may be recitation, we are hearing. The other way of interpreting it can be that if this knowledge is really given proper importance and is imbibed and implied and is, we can say, used, then it will be really bringing to the fruition all the effect. So depending on the consciousness of the commentator, and Maharishi has very perfectly said that what happens is that we were having many great commentaries are there, but the time also is very important, because once Maharishi said that every statement can be right in one context, but the same sentence or statement can be interpreted wrong in some other context. So context is very important. And in this present generation, Maharishi Ji has scientifically given an explanation of the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita from many levels. We will talk later how from all the 6 systems of Indian philosophy, every shloka of the Bhagavad Gita can be interpreted. And then it can also be interpreted according to the levels of consciousness. So we can see that there can be many commentaries. And fortunately, we have this main commentary by Maharishi himself. So I would like to just mention that we have the song sung by Lord Krishna, Bhagwan Krishna, and then we have the Guru Vani or Guru Upadesh. So we are very fortunate. We have not to do much. What we will be doing, we will be listening to Bhagavad Gita and we will be reading the commentary, Maharishi's commentary. And then what will happen? Another thing I would like to add is that always, if you see any Vedic text, there is dialogue between great saints among themselves and the collective consciousness of the rishis or saints. Then a question is asked. And then the response also comes depending on the collective consciousness of the people present. So here we are very fortunate that most of our listeners are meditator. If they are not meditator, they will be inspired to become a meditator, because what happens is that this Vedic chanting, Vedic recitation, it is very holistic at every level, even though person is listening at the bakery level, but still it is enlivening the consciousness. So they will be inspired to learn transcendental meditation. And then because of the collective consciousness of all the meditators, siddhas and governors listening, it will be just an interaction afterwards, that in case there some question comes, we will answer that question depending on the collective consciousness of the, we can say, group. So it is very fortunate. There was a question asked in Ramcharitmanas that which is the biggest joy in life? And the answer was that the company of the wise is the biggest joy in life. So I will say that this Gita Satsang, when we say Satsang, means we are having the company of those people who are transcending. That is why I can say that all those who are transcending, they are all sant. So company of wise is the biggest joy. So we will be all enjoying this bliss of being together and learning from the song of Lord Krishna, and also the interpretation or commentary of Puja Maharishi Yogi Ji. So it is always my joy to be in this group for next few months as we continue with the course. And once again, I would like to thank especially the initiative taken, because that is very important. So Dr. Maharishi Ji has taken this, we can say, initiative. And also, I am also thankful to Brahmachari Girish Ji, who has given me this opportunity to be with the group, to get enlightened, and we can say, enjoy this Gita Satsang. So thank you all. Jai Gurudev, Jai Maharishi.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you very much, Dr. Sharma Ji, for beautifully giving us a brief overview of the sessions that are to start next Sunday. An announcement will be sent on this regard. And also thank you for giving us a brief overview of the Gita of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. And, Maharishi has always said that India, Bharat, is the land, it's a land of Ved, Bhumi Bharat, Dev Bhumi Bharat, and Purna Bhumi Bharat. So this is a wonderful start for the sessions of Mahari's commentary on Bhagavad Gita. And now we take the joy of listening to Maharishi Vedic Pandits to recite the Shrimad Bhagvad Gita Dhyanam and a few shlokas, 10 shlokas from chapter 1. Thank you so much. Jai Gurudev.
Atha dhyanam yam brahma varunendra rudra maruta stunvanti devyaistavai vedai sangapadakramopanasadair gayanti yam samaga Dhyanavastita tadgatena manasa pasyanti yam yogino yasyantam na vidu sura surgana devaya tasmai namaha. Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Prathamodhyayaha Dhritarashtra Vacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kim Kuravat Sanjaya Sanjaya Uvacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastadha Acharyamupasangramya Raja Vachanamabravit Pasyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyodham Drupada Putrena Tavasisyena Dhimata Atra Shura Maheshwasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharatha Drashtaketusche Gitanaha Kashirajascha Viryavan Purujit Kunti Bhojascha Shebhyascha Narapungavaha Yudhamanyuscha Vikranta Uttamaujascha Viryavan Saubhadro Dropadeyascha Sarva eva Maharatha Asmakam tu Visishtaye Tani Bodhaduyottama Nayaka mama sainyasya Sangyartham tan bravimite Bhavan bhismascha karnasya Kripascha samitinjayaha Ashwathama vikarnasya Somadattistathaiva cha Anye cha bahavaha shura Madarthe tyakta jivita Nana sastra praharana Sarve yuddha visharada Aparyaptam tadasmakam Balam bhisma bhirakchitam Paryaptam tvadumetesham Balam bhima bhirakchitam Om.
So now we would like to invite Hemaji Dr. Hemaji, I would like to give an introduction first before you say a few words for us. Dr. Hema Reddy Ji is a medical doctor and practiced psychiatry for 33 years in USA, as well as practicing Maharishi Ayurveda for 10 years. She was under the divine guidance of Maharishi Ji for 1 year in Switzerland. And Hemaji also built a Shanti Bhavan, which is Maharishi Peace Palace, in Bharat with Maharishi's blessings. Currently, Hemaji is on the Mother Divine program in Maharishi Vedic City, USA. Hemaji is keenly interested in propagating Maharishi programs such as expanding the Mother Divine programs, conducting Gita Satsang such as this one, and learn Sanskritam programs all over the world and especially in India. So with that, Hemaji, we gracefully welcome you to please say a few words for us. Thank you. Jai Gurudev. So please unmute, Hemaji. Yes.
Sorry about that. Okay. Veda Vidya Martand Girish Verma Ji, Professor Bhuvanesh Sharma Ji, मीना, देवियों और सज्जनों, आज हमें अत्यंत हर्ष हो रहा है कि हमें आप सब लोगों के साथ गीता सत्संग करने का शुभ अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है और इसके लिए हम गिरीश जी का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करते हैं. So, what are the benefits of Gita Satsang? Everybody says it's good to, study Gita, read Gita, recite Gita. So let us see how it helps us. Study of Gita gives us knowledge and experience, deeper insights into Maharishi Vedic knowledge, and deeper experience of transcendence. Transcendence means that silence that we experience that when we transcend during our practice of meditation. By the grace of Gurudev and Maharishi Ji, I had the great joy of conducting a 2-year Gita Satsang recently, and I'm very pleased with the results. What we have seen is that irregular meditators became regular in meditation. Meditators became siddhas. They learned the yogic flying technique and other siddhis. Siddhas became transcendental meditation teachers. And members of the Gita group had beautiful experiences in and out of meditation. Every single session was charged with palpable bliss. It was such a joy to be in the group. In one of my other programs, which was open to non-meditators also, some non-meditators learned transcendental meditation within a month. And one person said, "Thank you. This is the first time I understood what non-attachment is. I will definitely learn transcendental meditation." So the knowledge and experience of Gita Satsang is of immense practical value. यह गीता सत्संग विश्व शांति को बढ़ाएगा. हम भारतीय इस कार्य को कर सकते हैं. इस बात का हमें गर्व है. महर्षि जी कहते थे कि भारतवासी भाग्यवान है. ये बात सत्य है. क्यों? एक छोटी सी कहानी बताती हूँ. अर्जुन नाम का एक लड़का था. वे प्रतिदिन भगवत गीता पढ़ता था. एक बार वो सारा संसार घूमने निकला. जब वे यूरोप पहुंचा तो उसे एक संशय हुआ। तब वह श्री कृष्ण भगवान को फोन करने के लिए फोन की दुकान में गया और बोला कि मुझे श्री कृष्ण भगवान को फोन करने का है, कितने पैसे लगेंगे? वह दुकानदार बोला 100 फ्रैंक। अर्जुन ने पैसे दिए, फोन किया, संशय मिट गया और वो आगे बढ़ा, अमेरिका पहुंचा। फिर श्री कृष्ण भगवान को फोन करना पड़ा और यहाँ उससे फोन करने के लिए $1000 मांग रहे थे। अर्जुन ने पैसे दे दिए, फोन किया, संशय मिट गया। वे ऐसे ही घूमते घूमते भारत पहुंच गया। फिर श्री कृष्ण भगवान को फोन करना पड़ा और यहाँ केवल 10 रुपये मांगे। अर्जुन बोले, अरे केवल 10 रुपये? विदेश में तो मुझे बहुत महंगा पड़ा। तब वह दुकानदार बोला कि भाई, ये भारत है, यहाँ से श्री कृष्ण भगवान का फोन लोकल है। तो ये बात सत्य है कि नहीं? सच है। आप हिमालय में ध्यान कीजिए और फिर जाके न्यूयॉर्क डाउनटाउन में ध्यान कीजिए और आप ही बताना कहाँ साधना में शीघ्र आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, है ना? भारत है वेद भूमि भारत, पुण्य भूमि भारत, देव भूमि भारत। वहां पवित्रता है। तो इसलिए हम सब लोग बहुत भाग्यवान हैं और विश्व शांति बढ़ा सकते हैं। लेकिन विश्व शांति बढ़ाने के लिए हमें प्रयास करना पड़ेगा, अधिक नहीं, थोड़ा। भावातीत ध्यान करना और गीता सुनना, बस। इतने से काम करने से भारत फिर से विश्व गुरु बनेगा। भारत तो हमेशा से विश्व गुरु था, है और भविष्य में भी रहेगा। लेकिन बीच में थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गई। हमारा जो कमल का उपवन था उसमें कीचड़ अधिक हो गया, परंतु कोई बात नहीं। महर्षि जी कहते थे कि कीचड़ है तो चलो कमल खिलाएंगे, कितनी सुंदर बात है। तो हम लोग परम पूज्य महर्षि जी के भक्त हैं। भारत का झंडा ऊंचा करने का हर प्रयास करेंगे। जय गुरुदेव, जय महर्षि।
Jai, Jai, Jai. Thank you so much. So a little bit of echo. Okay. So with this beautiful celebration, we have now reached an end for today's session. And as we would like to wish everyone Shubh Dev Prabodhani, and may all the Devatas support your every activity to higher states of consciousness. And may the Gita Satsang support our efforts to bring peace in our dear world. For this, we encourage, as Hemaji's mentioned, that those who have not yet learned the Transcendental Meditation Program, please look into this at a nearby center, and one of us can always help you find the center, locate a center near to you, and how to attend a free introductory lecture. Learning the Transcendental Meditation Program, Bhavati Chetna, you will get more from these sessions of Gita Satsang. There is a lot more depth in understanding, in experiencing the verses of the Gita when we actually transcend ourselves. and experience the state of Atma within. So we do encourage everyone to look into this, those who have not learned yet. And any final words, please go ahead, Girish Ji or Hema Ji or Professor Sharma Ji, and thereafter we will conclude the session for the day. Jai, Jai, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Next Sunday.
May I ask if there are any questions or comments from the audience?
Absolutely. Yes, please. If there are any comments or
Also,
questions.
Sachin, if there are any questions in the chat box in Ramraj TV.
So Vinodji, would you like to ask your question?
शान्तिः भानसपातायाः शान्तर्वसवे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि यतो यतः समीहसे ततो नो अभयं कुरु शन्नः कुरपराजाभ्यो भयन्नः पाशुभ्यः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय गुरुदेव.
Jai Gurudev. Sachin, Vinod wants to ask a question, but he said he cannot unmute. Can you unmute him, please? Sachin, can you hear me?
Or perhaps Vinodji, go ahead and type in your question in the
Yes,
chat
you should
box.
type in your question. Yeah.
So if you're unable to do this, perhaps.
I know Vinod is unmuted now. Vinod, go ahead. Vinod, you are unmuted. Go ahead.
Okay, so Vinodji is asking if a person is a Siddha, practicing the Transcendental Meditation Siddhi program. Go ahead, Vinodji.
Yes, I was asking from Hemaji, if a person is a Siddha, then he should go for TTC.
Yes, that will be a very beautiful experience, definitely. If you can, and sometimes you have to plan a little bit before you go away for 5-6 months to the teacher training course, but definitely a very good idea to become a teacher. But before you go for teacher training course, you have to be regular in your transcendental meditation and transcendental meditation city program. That's very essential. And then that way you will be preparing the ground to receive this beautiful knowledge in the teacher training course. So that's about the only requirement. And then, it will be very nice to do the same thing. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, we can close now. There is one more question. Okay, there are no questions on Ramraj TV. Ravindra ji has said. Okay, fine. So, Meena, I think we can conclude now. Ask Girish Ji if he wants to say anything.
I think it's very beautiful. We inaugurated today, and we will continue every Sunday and enliven our consciousness and enhance our knowledge of life, as Maharishi Ji has beautifully given in his commentary. So thanks again everyone, and Jai Gurudev and Jai Maharishi.
We'll meet. So our next satsang is on Sunday, which is 6th of November. That's only in 2 days. Today we inaugurated, but on Sunday, that is 6th of November, we will begin actual Gita study. And so we meet at 7:30 in the evening, Bharat time, and hope to see you all in our next session. Thank you all for joining. Jai Gurudev, Jai Maharishi.
Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Meena, for being the master of ceremonies. You did a great job. Thank you. Thank you all.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity. Jai Gurudev.
Yes. Okay. Sachin, you can end the meeting now.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.